Because you're allowed to eat pig if you have to survive. So like if we like actually did the full hike.
Oh really?
And it's like a pig or rodent, it's like I'm slapping that bacon up, bro. Honestly.
Off-white jeans, I feel brand new. Throwing some McQueens, I just lead by example. Gold medals on my neck, Kurt Angle. I'm a big boss, really nothing I can't handle.
On the same page for this?
Yeah.
Loser drinks a concoction, smoothie, whatever, of the winner's choice, and they have no idea what it is. You go first.
I got Gervonta Tank Davis.
Okay.
I got Gervonta.
I got Ryan Garcia.
And by Garcia. And now,
First of all, shout out to Gervonta Davis.
Shout out to Tank.
Came home with the dub.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly.
Big winners over here. So we got a nice little surprise for Ronick. We just came back from Peru. So we wanted to, bless our friend with something special, something homemade from the heart.
You know, we're trying to keep it healthy and moderate at the same time. You know, obviously we care about our friend and we want him to get his gains. So we got here some standard whey protein. Shout out Costco. Obviously, we're also taking care of him. We have your B12 vitamins.
Yep.
We have your vitamin C right here. Your adult multivitamins. You got to make sure you're having a complete set of whole vitamins. And obviously, this is for that. You know what this is for. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to be a little charged up on this episode. Okay. Yes, sir.
Garcia. Oh, cookies and cream? Y'all should not.
There you go.
I'll see this shit.
Right.
I hate y'all, bro.
This was your idea. What do you think?
There's a full scoop of protein in there.
Bro, is there an onion in there? Oh, no, I'm not finishing that. It's not even that bad. There's no way I'm finishing that.
It's just like a sip.
Oh, no, you're drinking that thing.
No, we can't drink the whole thing.
Oh, yeah, you're drinking that
Yes,
thing.
we can.
What do you mean? There's no way.
Hey, get it closer.
No, you're drinking that thing.
No, we can't drink the whole thing.
Oh, yeah, you're drinking that
Yes,
thing.
we can.
Bro, what? I can't even put my fucking finger on it.
Take one more sip. Take one more
Take
sip.
like a gulp. A gulp.
Just one more
Take a
sip.
gulp.
No, I'm about to throw up.
No, actually? Bro, take a sip. Just take a sip.
Oh, no, you're drinking that thing. Oh, that's crazy.
Oh my god.
Alright, you're good. You're good.
No, it's not. Oh shit.
Oh, no, that's crazy.
I'm sorry, bro. I ate this shit, thanks. Actually,
Yeah. Oh, this hurt.
get that shit on tape, bitch.
I'm sorry. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Support for the B Team podcast today is brought to you by Manscaped, who's the best in the business for your balls,
Number
man.
one,
Your
number
balls.
one.
Get them.
Monarch. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Manscaped.
Because of Manscaped. Squeaky clean.
Hey, the
Yes.
performance package is the ultimate men's hygiene bundle. Over 7 million men worldwide trust Manscaped.
Oh my gosh.
And we have a deal for you. 20% off with code BTEAM at manscaped.com. If you got a beard like these two gentlemen over here, go get you a little beard hedger. You know what I mean? If you got nose hairs like him, go get you a little weed whacker. And stop playing. Stop playing with your hygiene, y'all. BTEAM at manscaped.com. Get you 20% off and free shipping. Back to the pod.
Do I really got nose hairs like that?
Oh man, is it good to be back?
It's good to be
It's
home.
so good to be back. Hey guys, it's what, episode 13 of the
Episode
B-Team
13.
podcast.
Lucky number 13.
Lucky number
Fuck the unlucky.
13.
It's lucky number 13.
Lucky number 13, and man, oh man, do we have some shit to talk about this episode.
We got a lot to get off our chest.
Yeah.
You guys will find out soon, but the boys are coming back from some international travels, but we would be remiss without starting off with the basics. Welcome back to another episode, like Boozy said. I'm your one of your 3 hosts. You'll see we have someone else here, but my name is Ronick. For those of you listening for the first time,
My name's Rob.
My name's Chaboozer.
and joining us here today, we got the one, the only, Wamik Babul, the boy,
Come on, man.
The Wom.
the Wom. We got the Wom. We got the Wom.
That close?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can speak up.
We got the Wominator.
You good?
So we got Ronick and Wamik, 2 of our best brown friends. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yeah,
I always
crazy.
got
Some of the
little-
finest brown boys out the bay,
Crazy. Crazy way to start us off. Yeah, start us off. Racism. All right, let's dive into it. But Wom's one of our homies from college. Me and Boozy went to college with Wom, one of the OGs. But yeah, I mean, honestly, on that Rob note, people would be out of pocket. People would just get us mixed up. Do you think we look similar?
Nah, but I would always get like Ramek and you would get fucking Ramek and shit.
I get
like,
Wonick.
Ramek. Yeah. I mean, I do have a brother named Rosick, so it's like pretty
That's
similar.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, some of the older
Just
some of the
throwing
older
shit
homies
together,
would, some of the older homies I didn't know that, but they'd call me Rosick. I'm like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand. They're like, it's Wom's older brother's name.
Thick eyebrows, facial hair, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
No, he was clean as fuck.
yeah.
Yeah. I see the resemblance. I mean shit. So Womix, I don't know if you want to drop the government of how that's spelled, but
WAMI, and then this is like the fucking mystery letters, like Q.
whoa. Leave him wondering.
Wow.
Super tough.
Oh, he said Q?
That's crazy.
Have you had I know I have, you have a unique name too.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've gotten this as much, but have y'all had some just straight up egregious ways people have just completely butchered your
Disrespectful,
name? Yeah, they'll see your name, they'll either read it or you'll say it.
Yeah.
You'll be at Starbucks and you'll say hey, I'm Shaboozer, and then you just get something that's not at all anything like your name.
It's
What's the most outlandish one you've had?
It's like, hey, I'm Kuta Kente. No, you're Toby.
Wow.
Yeah, but see, it's a TV show, bro. That stuff that was real.
Yeah. What else? Wom, what about
Nah, probably, man, there's been so many. I feel like it's like one of those things where you have a substitute teacher in school and you know it's you and they stop on your name on the roll sheet. And I've gotten so many weird, outlandish things like Kaibuzor, Kaboozer.
They just be calling you
Pokemon and shit.
Pokemon ass names.
I've been called Charizard, been there, done that.
I was thinking of Charizard earlier too,
yeah,
honestly.
I've had
The Charizard
substitutes.
before.
It's gotten to a point where when they're going down the for example Robert, and then right after they're getting ironic, and I just got to a point where if it was a substitute coming in, they're going down the name, and then the second they hesitate alphabetically, and they're really trying to my ironic.
It's
I'm here. Because I've gotten the Ranuk,
Ranuik.
Ronak. Yeah, Ronak. No, there's
Roanoke.
one that the ones that are the craziest are when they can read your if it's on an email or something.
Yeah.
And then my name is right there, but they respond just not spelling it right. There was one time, bro, I said my name is just in my email, and I said Ronick. I'm like, thanks, but looking forward to hearing from you soon, Ronick. They replied, hey Raj. And what I think happened is they saw my brown profile picture, they saw the RA and said, yeah, I can pretty much figure out the rest. That's
Yeah,
Raj.
it's Raj.
That's Raj.
I've gotten Chris before.
On an email?
On the
That's-
email. Yeah.
The guy
when
doesn't give up.
Shaboozer was spelled out.
Yeah, because my name, for those of you who don't know, it's CH. So CH in Chris.
Hey.
They were just oh,
Yeah.
it's probably, we can go
It's
back.
like, sorry, it's autocorrect.
Or sent from,
Subtracts hella
sent
letter.
from phone.
Juan, what do you
Sent from
get
some
at?
crazy
What do you get
ones.
at Starbucks?
Well, I'll start with the work. One time I got a guy write my name as QAMIQ. The guy put
Comic.
the Q. He put the Q at the
It's
beginning
comical.
of the name. He's dyslexic or something. My partner emails me on the side saying that's a new one.
Just keeping a tally of the different ones that you
Yeah, I was just like, that's pretty impressive though.
What's your guys' Starbucks names?
mine's Carlos.
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, it has been for years.
It's Carlos.
Mine's Ron, or I'll use my girl's name even if she's not there. I'll just be just use a woman's name. That's
Can't assume.
Yeah, hey, you really can.
Can't assume in San Francisco.
That's crazy. I could be anybody. Look, I'm gonna just start saying Charizard on it. What's your Starbucks name, Mom?
it's Wham, but they always say Wham, and that shit fucking
Like
grinds grinds my gears, bro. I get hella
WAM.
heated. I always walk up just kind of like slightly fucking disrespected, you know.
Yeah.
You're already pulling up angry.
Yeah.
We get a vanilla bean frappuccino for Wham.
There's always Wham, and it's just like, you know, it's the worst.
Yeah.
Nobody's fucking up Robert, right?
I mean, I get Roger sometimes. That shit pisses me off. It's like, dude, I
Roger?
don't look like a fucking Roger,
You
bro.
do
Like,
kind of look like a
reading,
Roger.
reading rainbow ass like name, like
You could be a Roger. You
I
could
know,
for
but, like,
sure
maybe with
be
the
a
glasses
Roger.
and shit. But
You did-
I
I
don't
was
know,
gonna say
the
with the
Roger always
glasses.
pisses me off, bro. And there was some dude in our high school that was named Roger, and like he was like,
was
I wasn't trying to be Roger. You know what I'm saying?
No one's trying to be
I
Roger.
wasn't trying to be a Roger, man. So
Do you think that guy follows us?
I hope not. But shout out to Roger, man. No,
He don't
but-
fuck with you at all.
No, like
Roger.
we said, we just got back from Peru. You know what I mean? Womack was there with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, talk to it. Talk to me. Talk to the people. We haven't even really.
I mean, the people out in Peru were calling Wam, like Wam would introduce himself as Wam, right? And then it would automatically be Juan.
Juan.
Juan,
Juan.
yeah.
Automatically
They'd
Juan.
be like, no, it's Wam. And then they're like, Juan?
But didn't you say they were calling you something crazy out there?
Well, my South America alter ego is Rigoberto.
Not that.
What they call it? What do they
But
call
they
it?
also, I mean, in South America, they call me Chinito or Chinese.
This is
crazy.
this
Which
is
is,
like
which
not
is
an
crazy. Like
exaggeration.
the first time I heard it, I was like, damn, like I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about this, but also like they don't see many of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
like, I
know.
mean, it's like me. I was getting called like Negrito, and I was
Yeah.
like, I am the only one here. I am the only one here.
Except when that
What
one
they-
guy
what they
saw
call
me, he
you-
was like yelling across the street and shit.
That one guy did see me, like the.
Yeah.
What they call you, like Negrito Maron?
Dude, nothing at all,
They didn't
actually.
really call him anything.
Nah.
Nah. It was actually kind of like surprising how little I was assumed out there.
Yeah.
Were you like a giant out there? We're sitting down. For reference, what are you, like 6'4", 6'5"?
6'4".
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wam's tall as fuck. Were you just looking like
No,
fucking Jack and the Beanstalk out there, or what?
Out there, and he
It was kinda
especially-
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Nah, no, it was cool. Yeah, it's cool. Even, you know, I was tall as hell out
Yeah, he was tall as hell too. But, I mean, we're like the Incans
Yeah.
back in the day. They're like, I mean, we were walking around in some of those like we can get into it too. Like,
Yeah.
I like in Cusco and like Machu Picchu. It's where like the Incan Empire was, right?
They were all pretty small, right?
And they're
Yeah.
small as hell, bro. Like
They probably-
grown ass men, like 5'2", 5'3".
They probably saw me and were
You're
like,
for
"Is he
sure.
extra
You're for
terrestrial?"
sure moving out there.
They thought he was an alien.
They probably thought I was an alien, bro.
Like a shit, LeBron, Lawam.
Yeah, man. We were out there linking with the Incans, you know.
Shit.
That shit was fly.
He was
that shit
ready.
was fire.
He was ready to say that. Flight home, Lincoln with the Incans, week 13.
It was
Team
cool.
podcast.
It was definitely very cool. Honestly, I think the hardest part initially was getting acclimated to the altitude.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's over 11,000 feet
In Cusco.
altitude in Cusco.
Oh, not just like when you're like touching Machu Picchu. It's like the entire
Machu Picchu is lower than Cusco.
Like not even like over 9,000 like Dragon Ball Z, like
Yeah.
over 11,000. Like it was that crazy. It was that crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, to go to Machu Picchu,
His power levels are too impossible. Starts cracking.
yeah. I mean, to go to Machu Picchu like without like backpacking or like any of that crazy shit that you know motherfuckers do, you got to first fly into Cusco, right? You got to first fly into Cusco, which is like 11,000 feet. Air's thinner. You kind of like are short of breath. Takes your breath away,
Yeah.
right? And then to get to
Dead.
Machu Picchu,
Aw.
it's like a 3-4 hour commute, like halfway by car, halfway by train, and then by the time you get to Machu Picchu, like 4 hours later, now it's at like 8,000-9,000. So it's like a little bit better. It's like a little easier to breathe once you get there, but yeah, Cusco is kind of fucked. Like we were just walking around the city, just gassed in
Bro.
like 10 minutes.
I there was a point when we got off the plane, I got like a bit of anxiety because I was like, fuck, like what are we getting ourselves into? I look at Womack, I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna be talking for a while. Like, because like we were laughing the whole time, and like think
Yeah.
about like how tired you get laughing like at fucking sea.
Oh, it's a workout.
Yeah, it's a workout.
Yeah, it's a whole ass
When you're
workout.
over 11,000 feet, like trying to get acclimated to the altitude, and you're laughing. You're like, bro, I know you're hella funny, but I'm not trying to talk to you.
You're literally grasping for air.
That's really what happened.
Because like Denver's like mile high city, right?
Yeah.
So like 11,000 feet, it's like 2 mile high city.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
It's like
It's a
It's
double
a dangerous ass joke,
double
bro.
Denver.
Just be laughing like, oh no, that's it. I'm
Yeah,
about to croak.
like,
I'm about to
I'm
croak.
literally laughing to death. You know, like,
Yeah.
That's crazy though. Shit. I mean, y'all been back. What was it? Talk to me about some highlights. Talk to me about some highlights. What are you recommending for our viewers out there?
I'm recommending the lomo saltado and the
food?
pollo la brasa.
So immediately elaborate on
Pollo
both because
a la
I know you
brasa.
don't know what any of those mean directly.
So I think like pollo la brasa is braised chicken, and lomo saltado is basically like steak, rice, peppers, onions, French fries too, right?
Yeah,
Like
potatoes of some sort.
Yeah, honestly, that shit's all really good. Ceviche's good. Peru has the best food I've ever had in the world, to be honest. Like,
It does.
What kind of food are we
Easy.
talking about?
man, everything's just got crazy. Like, what do you think? Like, you can maybe tell a little bit better than me. You got some.
I mean, they have like a pretty diverse set of options out there. It's
Yeah.
like affected by Asian food, Chinese food. They have really good sushi, really good Japanese food, and we had like a juice.
Really,
a
the
purple-
sushi out there was
Yeah, it was
crazy.
There was a
Sushi's
purple.
crazy.
It was like a purple, refreshing juice that we had at breakfast, and then I found out later it was corn.
Made
Yeah,
out
it
of
was-
purple corn.
Purple corn.
Yeah.
Purple corn.
Purple corn sounds wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, Peruvian cuisine shits on everything, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tell them.
Yeah.
We could tell them about Central.
Oh, we can. We can tell them about Central.
Talk to me about Central.
So Central, when we landed in Lima the first night,
Yeah.
went to Central, and Central, if you Google it, it's the second best restaurant in the world.
Oh, y'all.
Yeah,
I saw you guys' little
yeah.
stories on that. Yeah. How was
Second
that?
best restaurant in the world. And it's like we got like a 14-course taster, like some wine pairings to go with it. And wow, it was insane. Like some of the shit. So they had like every little dish that they had was like paired with like a certain altitude of like where they got it from in Peru. So it was like some of the high altitude shit was like potatoes and like little shrubbery.
Yeah.
And then like all the way down to like
That's hell out of pocket. Who's got to bring all those potatoes down?
bro, they also in Peru, fun fact in Peru, there's over 300 different types of potatoes.
Yes.
In Peru. Of
That's
all-
more. That's more than
all
Idaho.
types of colors.
It's more than Idaho.
Is that a fact?
Yeah.
I
No,
would.
it's a fact.
I would assume the 300 is
Idaho got hella potatoes.
Yeah, Idaho got hella potatoes. But
I know,
they're-
but they, I feel like they ain't got 300
I
kinds.
don't think they got 300.
They just
Imagine
got
the
a lot.
potato wars: Ireland, Idaho, and Peru.
Oh my god.
I got money on Peru, bro.
Peru.
Idaho's getting smoked, bro.
Peru's,
The U.S. is allocating
Yes,
no
absolutely,
resources
yeah.
for Idaho's potato war.
Peru's pulling out the trap card when it comes to
This
potatoes.
is potato wars.
Yeah. They got the fucking mystery purple juice.
They got the mystery purple juice.
I don't know if I'm pulling up with that.
No, that's true. That's very true. That's
Do you
very
guys
true.
do you guys think like what's the best cuisine in the world?
like the best? Like my personal favorite food, or
Yeah.
it's usually been like Asian. Honestly, like Asian, like Japanese, Chinese. Recently, like Mexican, but I would honestly have to put Peruvian above all of it.
Peru's got to be on top.
Yeah,
for
it's
me
on,
now.
It's on top. Yeah,
It's insane.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah.
Y'all gotta fuck with Italian food in Italy.
Wow, I never been.
From Italy.
Yeah,
I
Crazy.
have.
Crazy.
I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
it's
It's
good.
good. I mean, for half the trip I had COVID, so I couldn't taste
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was good.
We
It
talked
was-
about
it was
that.
The first half it was really good, but I would
Before
have to
you
put-
lost your sense of taste.
Yeah, yeah. But I would have to put Peruvian up there just because, like he said, there's a bunch of influences on their food. So they have like some Chinese influence, some Japanese influence, obviously the Peruvian influence, and I think that meshed together.
Obviously, the Peruvian influence, like the country we're in.
Wonder where you got that from.
All that shit together as one cuisine, it has to be like the greatest.
It was awesome.
It has to be the greatest.
Yeah. I mean, I would say like just their blends on this fresh, raw taste and stuff. It was awesome.
Yeah,
Like meat, potatoes, spices, whatever.
Meat, potatoes, and spices is what it's about. No, I feel it
Vegetables.
though.
No, like vegetables, like fruits. Like you get like banana chips as like a little like snack at the
Oh,
beginning of
little
your meal.
plantain chips,
Like it was
yeah.
always just like clean and like healthy taste.
That's some brown people shit though. I know you know that. Banana chips.
sure.
Hey,
Yeah.
They also had alpaca out there.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, we tried alpaca.
Wasn't there some? Weren't
We
y'all
also-
talking about like? Isn't I
also-
heard at
we
least
also
guinea
tried some
pig?
kui,
I heard
we did try guinea pig. Yes,
AKA
Is that a
kui.
thing?
aka
Yeah.
kui.
it's a thing.
Is that what guinea pig is?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How was it?
I
thought
it
it
was
was
guinea
cool.
pig, man.
I don't. I guess I really don't.
yeah, it was
No, I mean, once we got down from Machu Picchu, our tour guide Carlos was like,
not the most ideal post Machu Picchu meal.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
our guy Carlos, who lives he was born in the jungle in the Andes.
That's hard.
Yeah, it was
He was
hard.
born in the jungle in the Andes with the Incas, and he's like, yeah, man, you guys got to try this. Like, special dish to the
Actually speaks really good English.
Really, really good English.
like,
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
this crazy dish native to the Incas. Like they've been eating this for centuries or whatever. You gotta try the guinea pig. And we're like,
And he said it had hella
What?
protein.
like, oh yeah, it has hella proteins, hella calcium.
Yeah.
Like very good for your body.
Man.
Was it?
Yeah.
And
Y'all like eat like a
Bro.
whole ass guinea pig each?
well,
Bro,
so
no.
we go down to his boy's restaurant. It's his boy's restaurant.
Yes, boys.
And hella trying to put us onto this guinea pig. We're like, all right, fuck it. We order it, and then it comes out like it's entirely whole, like head still on it and shit. Teeth are still hanging out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
All
crazy.
like completely charred and fried.
Yeah.
And like there's not that much meat on it. It's like all bone. I'm like ripping skin off this shit just to taste it. But it honestly didn't taste bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you fry and char anything.
But bro, that I just had the
There's
image.
some
of-
siracha on it.
I have the image now of just hella guinea pigs in the back, like hella guinea pigs in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Just posted.
The
Low
restaurant
key just
probably
like,
had,
rats.
no, they are rodents. They're technically
Yeah.
rodents.
Wait,
'cause-
what were you gonna say? You were gonna say something.
No, I was just gonna say they're actually rodents, and because at first I was like, it's a pig. You know, I can't eat pigs, and they were like, dude, it's a rodent. And I was like,
Yeah.
classic comeback, bro. Like, great.
No way you thought it was a pig.
I thought it was a pig.
No,
I
and
mean,
then I
like,
had to-
Give them the
I like-
context about like,
I like looked
why
at-
like it might be like haram to eat the
so like,
pig.
I don't eat pork. You know, it's
Yeah.
just something against my religion, and
You're
just,
right.
I'll get
Haram.
sick if I eat it. Yeah, absolutely. So I heard the word guinea pig, and automatically I'm just like, you know, like, I'm not eating this classic post Machu Picchu like, you know, workout meal and shit. So we like pull down there, and they're hella trying to like gas me into it, and I'm just like, it's not happening. It's
Yeah,
just-
especially if it's like religion. That's like a non-negotiable.
they were like, it's not a pig, it's a rodent. I'm like, yeah.
oh, I'm immediately enticed. You should have led with that. Oh, it's a rodent. Let me get two.
At that point, I'm like, give me the pig, bro. Because you're allowed to eat pig if you have to survive. So like, if we like actually did the full hike,
Oh really?
and it's like a pig or rodent, it's like I'm slapping that bacon up, bro.
No,
Honestly,
I had to look it up though because I wanted everyone to try it.
Yeah.
And I was kind of spearheading this, to be honest. And I
He was.
I had
We weren't
to
trying to eat
Google
that
it,
shit.
and I was like, "Are guinea pigs haram to eat?" And then the first result was like, "Since guinea pigs are not swine, they're actually a rodent. It is in fact halal dietary."
but
this rodent.
But then later on, I looked it up, and there was two things that were being like recommended. Is it halal to keep it as a pet, or is it halal to eat it? So like, it makes sense, right? That if it's halal to keep it as a pet, it's like, yo, this can be your pet, but you can't eat it. It makes classic sense.
I mean, yeah. I've never had
So
those two get mixed up.
So I took a bite. Ultimately, I took a
I
bite.
love this dog.
I took a bite ultimately, but like, you know, it didn't taste bad. But it was just like, you know, you have like a grading school at like shows and stuff or whatever, like for cooking.
Yeah.
It's like presentation was zero, bro. Like zero presentation. You know, like here's a rodent on the plate.
It wasn't. I didn't.
Bon appetit.
Literally,
I tried
bone-
it.
Y'all fucking with
Like
The
operative
bones are
word
out.
bone.
Bone apple
Yes, bone apple the teeth. Like,
That's bone apple.
apple the teeth.
And like you calling it a bite is also like a stretch too. He's like, you guys ever seen like
That little Squidward
Like the
bite.
SpongeBob
The
Squidward.
the Krabby Patty?
Yeah,
That was Wom with the
yeah.
guinea pig.
That was
Yeah.
me too, bro. I wasn't really trying to eat. You basically ate the whole thing. Aside from
yeah,
that.
You're weird.
Well, you know,
ate the whole
you know, Rob. He's like, "Hey, bro, I paid for this shit, man. I gotta eat it."
Rob finished it. He's like, by the way, this is my first time having to do this.
No, I didn't think it was that bad though.
Yeah,
You're gonna get like a frozen box delivered to y'all's crib.
No.
Like, what's that? Rob's like,
No, but it is
dinner.
It is
Hey,
crazy that the
Where you,
restaurant.
where you
probably-
going to shop for dinner tonight? PetSmart. What about you?
So out of pocket.
Go to PetSmart to pick up food. Oh, you got a dog? No.
I also think like with the Incans, they basically had no options up there on that mountain with that
Yeah,
much
yeah.
elevation.
Yeah.
They had alpacas, rodents. I mean, I don't know what other kind of rodents they were eating, you know?
Yeah,
This wasn't cool options, you know?
Yeah.
You're really out here, like, cause you're really out here on some like man versus wild shit.
Yeah.
absolutely. Also talking about the alpaca we ate.
Yeah, like it could so easily just be chicken though.
No.
No, it
I
wasn't.
think the strong recommendation here is if you ever order alpaca, don't get it medium rare. Do not get your alpaca medium rare.
How are you supposed to get it done? Well done.
I would assume closer to well done because
Yeah.
my shit was still whatever noise alpacas makes. You know, my shit was still, you know, shit was not fire.
Shit was not dead.
It was not. That's crazy. Because you guys know me, like I'll kill a plate of food. I'll eat a bunch of food. I left everything on the plate.
Wow, I've never seen you leave a plate.
Yeah, it was. Just,
Yeah, that's what we're all saying.
I've never seen you leave a plate of food.
Yeah, I couldn't do
Damn,
it. Did you try it?
Nah, hell no.
You didn't try it?
You didn't try it.
I ate the whole thing.
Yeah, you're out,
Yeah,
Rob.
I
Yet again,
I
ate
thought
the
it was
whole
pretty
thing.
good. Thought it was pretty good.
What did it taste like?
It's kind of like pork.
No, it wasn't.
It's kind of like pork and chicken.
I'm just kidding.
Kind of like
know
pork
what?
and chicken.
That's great.
Yeah.
Nah, it just looks super unappetizing, like red and just got all the muscles on it and shit.
Yeah.
I'm good off.
I mean, it was really lean meat.
Medium rare alpaca is pretty, like, now that you think
aggressive.
about it, crazy.
It was an aggressive
How'd you
one.
get yours?
Medium rare.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
weird.
Well, so a bunch of us have been reading this book called The Alchemist. Well, we all read the book called The Alchemist, and like it was also kind of inspiration from the book that we read for us to all go out and like quote unquote find our treasure. And like after we read the book, we started seeing these things that are called like the omens. And, like you're supposed to follow the omens. It takes you to your treasure. Just a bunch of different things that were super weird. Like, what would you say was one of the most interesting takeaways that you had that maybe you could tie back to the book? And maybe you can put any other details about the book that I left out.
Like I think our tour guide was one of the omens.
Yeah.
You know, like we basically had like an Incan sorcerer like taking us around this place, like feeding us gas, guinea pig. Didn't try it, had a little bite. Feeding us gas, like everything. But
Did you say you had a sorcerer, bro?
I mean, he was just
He's
he
like a
just
wizard.
So
he-
in the-
it was
in the
good
al-
omens.
In The Alchemist, there's like a king that like appears in like different forms throughout
Right.
the journey.
Right.
And then like he like kind of guides the main character.
Yep.
Whatever. And then we're saying Carlos, our guide,
Was that king in that different
appearing
form?
in many different forms.
Because that same name came up at like other places with like restaurants, like the waiter would be Carlos in like pretty sad situations, you know,
Yeah.
always kind of watching over us. And, you know, I think he was one of those guys. He had Carlos, the tour guide, had a pretty positive effect on our trip
Yeah,
at the end, especially.
I would say so.
Yeah. So shout out him.
Yeah, I would say so.
That's crazy, though. Yeah, I mean, sometimes with that, like, traveling internationally, with names that people be telling you, especially if they're, like, for example, like a tour guide or something like that, odds are, like, shit's not their name, bro. Like, I think I told you guys both this before. When I went to South Africa, there was two guys in the open Jeep that we were riding around with.
Yeah.
The guy that drove the open Jeep and the guy that literally sat in the back with the rifle for, you know, God forbid something was to go wrong.
Yeah.
Dudes' names were respectively Shoes and July.
Shoes.
Shoes
Oh yeah, that
and July. And I was like,
You were in South Africa?
South Africa, Kruger National Park.
Yeah, that wasn't their name.
Yeah, no. Well, like July, I was like, all right.
Okay.
But like it was also like July. So I was like, was he like, July? We were like, what's your name? But when I was like, Shoes, I was like they both could have thought of those names
On the
by just
spot.
like nearby circumstances. Like, what month is it? July. Like, what's your name? Shoes.
I remember, bro, we had a bunch of those.
So the first day they're taking us into like wildlife. I was like, hey, this shit can't be cool.
It's like,
But it was a time of my life. So, you know, sometimes just can't give out the government.
it's like the movie with like Sacha Baron Cohen and like the dictator, and they ask him what his name is, and he's like, "Ladies' bathroom."
it's like the only word they
It's
know.
the first shit he sees. Ladies' bathroom.
It's a hard ass name, though.
That's hella funny.
Wait, how are y'all getting around?
Uber.
Uber's so
Uber-
cheap out there, bro.
Uber
It's like
works.
$2, $2 to $4, depending on like.
That's
where you
fire.
go. Yeah,
It's super fire.
super fire.
Were Uber drivers out there? Everything was all super normal.
Everything was cool. Yeah, everything was like pretty safe. I would say like we didn't really have too many crazy incidents. We had one kind of crazy incident like the first night we went out. I mean, shit. Like
Are we talking about your incident?
my incident. What was my incident?
Fuck was your
Oh!
incident? Fuck
Yes.
was your? You had an incident?
We had an incident.
Oh wow. Okay,
our,
so
our
this
first
was
day in Cusco.
first day in Cusco.
We're trying to go to.
man.
We're
Damn,
trying to
he
go
sat
to.
up.
You
we're
could
trying
start
to-
it off.
Yeah, we were trying to go to this place called like Area 21 because this whole area is like known for like a lot of
Like
extraterrestrial
with the aliens and
activity.
shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like how we have Area 51 here,
That's
there's
what
kind of
it
an
was,
Area 21 out there with like they actually have like little alien sculptures and like other weird like
Yeah.
alien shit. So we're trying to go there, and then we were trying to go to like Sacsayhuaman afterwards.
Socksay woman.
and we were kind of like in a time crunch because everything was
It's
closing
not
kind
a
of early.
strip club. It's not.
It's not a
I know
strip
what you
club.
mean. It's
I'm
not
just
a-
hearing Wom's. I'm just hearing Wom's name in that.
Soxy woman. is not a strip club.
Socksai Waman.
Yeah.
Part of it though.
And then we get into an Uber, and then the Uber like, he's like, we get in the car and he's like not trying to take us for some reason. Like
He was not about it.
He was not trying to take us. It was like 30 minutes away. So we're like arguing with him. We're like, hey, bro, like we'll just pay you a little bit extra, blah, blah. And then he's like, nah, bro, like, yeah, I can't do it. And then we're just like, fuck it. Like, let's just get out and call another Uber, right? So then I'm starting to get out the car. And then it's kind of like where we park, like right in front of our spot. It was like a one-way street with like a little turnout for like cars to like park and pick up people.
Mm-hmm.
So we're in the little turnout. So then we're like turning onto the one-way street. And then I get out. I'm sitting shotgun. Like I get out to the sidewalk. Like Fleet gets out to the sidewalk.
Fleek's our other buddy that was there. That was also pretty much their
Yeah,
translator.
and then Boozy's sitting left nut, so closest to the one-way street. And then as he's getting out, I just hear the loudest like, bop! And I'm like, that's the fucking door, bro. The door is gone. Like,
You left the door open?
well, he was opening the door, and then another car like hits the door.
Just
I'm like,
straight.
I'm like,
Yes.
bro, like
Yeeted it off?
this
Yeah.
door is for sure like completely off this. It's like an old car,
And you weren't even looking. So
And like I just heard it, and I just like walked
He
away.
walked away. He acted like he didn't know who we were.
I just walked away.
Your face!
to the nearest.
What the fuck?
We literally shut down the whole city, man.
Yeah,
Like,
everyone was looking. Everyone was
Yeah.
looking. I mean, like obviously, I'm not I'm not gonna be able to hide. I'm just
Yeah.
like sitting down, trying to like avoid the situation a little bit. Everybody else.
Did you
comes
look back
out.
at it at all?
Yeah, I was watching the whole thing. I was watching the whole thing, and then the driver comes out,
hella mad at me. Like
hella mad.
So mad
Boozy's
at me.
Boozy's like still trying to get out the car, and he like pushes whatever's left at the door
He's
back
like, "You
on
fucking
Boozy.
idiot!" Like,
Did it snap all the way off?
no, it went bent back. So
No.
what had happened is
Oh, so it smacked shotgun.
I thought
Yeah.
thought the whole door came off based on the noise.
basically the car that came hit the door and bent it back as far that as it could go. But the part of the car that hit the door on the other car was their like window or like their mirror, excuse me, that they used to see. So like a lot of that dude's mirror came off, like smashed part of the door that came off, like bits and pieces of the door came off, and then the second car pulls over to the side, like right in front of our Uber. So like I hop out of the car at this moment. Whole city's looking at me. I feel like a complete jackass. I'm like, fuck.
The whole city.
Oh, fucking city was looking at me, bro.
That's crazy.
I'm like,
Wait, what happened to the dude who hit the car?
so he pulls in front of the Uber. Like, so,
Yeah, so
I'm
now
like,
we're-
okay, like, guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to handle this. I go to the house. I get 200 USD. I give 100 USD to each of the car drivers. And then we called it a day. Like
That's
we,
it?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, we thought it was gonna be a lot.
I thought it was going to be
more.
a lot more. Yeah. I mean, what was your perspective on it when you saw it?
I mean, I didn't even think it was about money anymore. I thought we were gonna get like some dudes up, on us and stuff. I was
Yeah.
like, they know right where we live. This is right outside our spot.
Yeah.
like this is super bad. But then,
No Jonah Hill.
yeah. But so like, I wasn't even thinking about money in that moment. I was just hella paranoid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad.
Was
I-
Chris,
I was
was
thinking
Chris
about
there
that.
like translating, mediating the whole
He
situation?
was
or-
low key
he had to.
helping, but like, I think like money was just talking, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when we got in the car, we eventually caught like an Uber and went to a different location. We went to Soxy
Well, we
Woman.
went to Socksai Woman.
Soxy Woman.
Just cash apping him $10 more every time until he's less mad.
Nah, like I was in the car and I was telling everybody, I'm like, honestly, I don't think we gave them enough. Like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, $100.
$100
car door to
each.
get yeeted off.
yeah,
Wait, you gave the
Well,
other guy.
they named the price.
yeah. They tried. No, the first dude whose door got hit was trying to get more than.
Were
100
they
out.
even mad at each other? The two.
No,
They were hella juiced.
They were
What do you mean?
juiced. Yeah, they were they
Yeah.
were turned up,
Yeah.
man.
No, luckily both cars were like pretty old, like
Yeah.
90s cars.
Yeah. So like, in principle, like I definitely had to take care of the
For
situation.
sure.
Like in practicality, are they actually going to do anything with the money I gave them? They're probably just going to pocket it. But that was like the best possible solution for the situation that we were in. You
Yeah.
know, like we
I
had
mean,
to do
dude's
it.
probably gonna get his car door fixed.
Yeah. I don't know.
Did it close all the way back?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Okay.
It just sounded really bad. It just sounded really bad from my perspective.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I think ultimately it was like a huge bullet dodged because
Yeah.
that could have been like the turning point of the trip. That was not a good story to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
Like if there were some like younger guys with nicer cars, it could have been a worse situation.
Yeah. We could have had the
Like what?
emperor of Cusco probably would send his guys, you know what I'm saying?
Pull out the guillotine. Like,
Yeah.
nah, dude, it's not happening.
Really on his new groove.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. But hey, we're here. And
I heard
we're
it. I want you to know I heard it.
Yeah.
The joke. Oh my god.
Well, that's crazy though. Well, shit. I mean, we gotta really get into it. We gotta get into the heat of it.
Yeah. What's up?
Are y'all meet anybody else out there?
Yeah.
No, we had some friends.
We had some friends.
You had some homies out there.
some homies
Okay.
out there, yeah.
We had some
Cool.
friends. So like when we went to Colombia last year for Halloween, we met some friends out like at the clubs. Like they were staying at a hostel
The
nearby,
homies.
and they were from Lima. So then we were deciding like kind of where to go for our next trip. We were just like, all right, let's just fuck it. Let's go to Lima. It's once in a
have friends
lifetime.
there.
Once in a
Right,
lifetime
for sure.
opportunity to like link
How
up in
could
a
you not?
country.
Yeah.
Like they're from there. Like they seem lit out there.
Mm-hmm.
So then we had to link up with them.
Yeah.
And it was G.
You want to explain to them what that means?
No, it was cool. It was cool. They should.
No, but
they gave us hella
it was cool. It was
recommendations.
cool.
They gave us hella recommendations out in like Lima. Bunch of restaurants, right?
Yeah.
A bunch of like different kind of cuisines and like places to go and try. Like, I mean, if you have friends abroad, like I think that's the best way to travel, bro.
It
Like,
is.
traveling internationally is like, I think partially it's like sightseeing, but like most importantly is like the people you're with,
The people
obviously,
you
and
meet.
then the
For
people you
sure.
meet out
Yeah.
there. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And Peru has like some of the nicest people out there, just everywhere you go. Everybody's so kind.
Everybody's so
Honestly.
nice.
Well, shit. Now that you guys have had this, sure sounds like a fucking incredible trip. Let's revisit a question we talked about previously on here. I think we did it quickly in like a rapid fire statement. I think when we were doing that GL or BL, good look or bad look segment, we did one of Rob's questions that he had on there was passport bros, like finding your wife internationally. Like if you were to just meet the love of your life internationally and then bring her back here, is that a good look or a bad look? Now, have any of your answers changed? I think you said it was a bad look, and you and I said, I mean, it doesn't matter where you meet her. If that's your girl, a good look. You still think it's a bad look? You still think it's a bad look?
All right. I'm gonna try to keep this as respectful as possible. All right. I don't think it's a bad look anymore. Just because, like, I don't know, just the people. So I'm gonna be careful how I word this. But I mean, the people you meet out there in like a lot of these like different countries, outside of the U.S. and like UK, like all these Western countries, like they have very traditional values, right? Guys pay for everything, and like girls kind of like cook clean and like kind of take care of their man. And it's like, I mean, they obviously have their own thing going on and shit like that, but it's more of like a traditional relationship. You know what I mean? And if you're someone that's looking for that, then I like by all means become a fucking passport bro, because we all know how it is out here. You know what I'm saying? Become a fucking passport bro. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that.
GL or BO?
I mean, it's not a BL, so I mean, I'll say it's a GO.
ML, medium look. What about you, Juan?
Yeah, what do you think, Womack?
I think it's like a what you make of it, L. You know, it's like it could be B, it could be G. It's like it's kind of all up to you, man.
A word Smith.
That's my my take on it.
What about you personally?
I think it's a GL for sure. I think it's. I mean, I just feel like it's something to keep in mind as a possibility, but not necessarily like
Yeah,
think of it as like the only way to do it.
yeah.
But
It's
but
not
For
yeah.
sure. I
not
mean,
all
yeah.
not all hope is lost out here in America.
Yeah.
It's just a little harder now. You know, you can still find like there's plenty of, you know what I mean, like, possibility out here.
You know what
But
I mean?
like Juan said,
You can buy. You can make it work here.
you can make it work here by all means, right?
Yeah, there's plenty of you know what I mean out here, man.
But like Womp said, it is good to know that there's possibility out there.
There's
you know?
that everywhere, man.
Yeah, hold on. That's
Yeah.
loud real quick.
They can't hear it.
Okay.
They can't hear it.
Rob's cat meowing the hell
Yeah.
out of his vocal cords back there.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Wait, what about you, Boozy? What do you think about Passport Bros?
Man.
Just the Passport Bro lifestyle in general.
Yeah,
you know
I
what I mean?
just,
Nothing
you know,
too. You know,
We know you had a
too
good
personal.
time.
I just, man, I just think that. Let me think about how I say this. I think that the world is such a big place that it would be a waste to not go out and explore different countries and see the population that makes the world. I think there's a lot of great opportunities both in the United States and abroad. And I truly think at the end of the day, it's like the experience is what you make of it. So yeah, if you meet someone that's dope, like abroad, you guys are speaking the language of the universe, then it could be a good look. You know?
That's another thing.
Yeah, the language of the universe is another thing, man. Let me tell you about that, man.
Man, the language of the universe is a real thing.
Yes.
It's definitely a real thing. God knows I know no Spanish. These boys know I know zero Spanish.
Our friends know you speak no Spanish.
And man, I had a great time.
Talk to us about the language of the universe.
The language of the universe basically means like there's things that everybody like understands at their core, right? Body language, tone, right? Like gestures and whatnot.
Jacked up teeth.
Yeah. I
mean,
sure. How your breath smell. You know?
Yes.
It's worth mentioning.
Yeah. All those things. Like I was like trying to have conversations with people that like spoke very little English. So it's like pretty hard, but like I would hit like a few words that they know, or like they would say a few words in Spanish that like I could understand, right? Like same Latin root as English or whatever. And like based on those few words and like the tone of the rest of the sentence and like how they were saying it, you can kind of piece together like what they were trying to say. So it's like, oh yeah, like I feel that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the language of the universe.
What do you think, Juan?
It's a real thing.
What do you think about the language of the universe?
Language of the universe. I mean, I think it's also from the book Alchemist.
Yeah.
And he talks about it in the book, and it's just some things you just understand just as being human beings, you know, and it's kind of having that presence with anybody wherever you go in a foreign country. And I think it's a lot of like mind reading almost, like eye contact, and just kind of like getting those senses off of somebody. It's definitely real, but we also like, you know, make it seem like it's this huge thing, you know. Like, I definitely would rather, you know, it'd be easier to like talk to people who speak the same language as you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
La lengua de universo, right?
Sí.
Is that good?
Sí.
Yeah. For
nails.
For context, when our friend Fleek wasn't around that like speaks fluent Spanish, like Spanish was his first language, Juan was actually the one holding it down. Like
kind of, yeah.
He was holding it down for.
I know you took 4 years of Spanish in high school.
3.
Whoa.
But it wasn't enough. Like I had the whole like weight of the entire world on my shoulders, man. Like carrying these guys on Spanish.
Tell them about how you're just making words up at one point.
Dude, so most of the Spanish that I know is words that sound similar in English, right? Those are like most of the words that I know in Spanish. So at times I would be like about to say something and I'm like, this is probably like an equivalent word, English to Spanish kind of thing. Yeah. And I'm just making shit up. Like, because I would.
Spanglish. You were speaking Spanglish.
Like, later on, I want to learn, so I'll go like verify myself on Google, like, you know, on Google Translate, and I'd be like, damn, bro, I'm just making. Like,
I wasn't saying shit.
I mean, I wasn't using all words in a sentence back to back like that.
What were you saying? Weren't you saying there was like a misunderstanding with like you were saying lo siento? And
dude, so I told Boozy on the first day, it's just me and Boozy out there in Peru, like Rob and Fleek haven't pulled up. So we're at a restaurant, and I'm trying to teach him like the small words that I know, and I said sorry is listos, which turns out later like. It's lo siento for sorry.
At least I was like ready.
So we're just like fucking up, doing wrong shit, like disrespecting people, saying like ready. Like it's bad.
Bumped into someone. Listos. Ready?
You ready?
It's like, oh shit, ready for what? What's good?
Yeah, but like luckily we were like corrected pretty early on in the trip, because then it could have been a problem later.
Who corrected it? Was Fleek like, the fuck are y'all saying ready for?
Who was it? I think it was one of the friends that we met. I think so.
I don't even remember, but like somebody told us.
This might answer your question. I can't remember. It's
Damn.
a song written by Bill and Bet Anderson.
Alexa, shut up. All right.
We're keeping that. I kind of wish she let her go continue.
Hey.
What the fuck? What triggered that?
I don't know.
Anyway.
Maybe Alexa speaks Spanish?
I think we said listos, and she was like, I'm ready.
That's crazy. Hey, y'all were talking about it. Wait, so overall, Peru. But I was gonna say something else to segue off. But Peru, anything you want to leave these people with? Anything you think they should know? Anything outstanding as highlight that you think is worth mentioning?
Yeah, we still haven't even talked about Lima. Really?
Yeah,
we spent the most time in Lima.
Yeah.
Lima is beautiful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful city, beautiful food, beautiful people. I'm not trying to say too much because we're not trying to blow up the spot, but if you get the opportunity to go to Peru, Lima, you should go. You should
You should
definitely
go. Lima is like, it's a huge city, right? Peru has like a population of like 30 million people.
Yeah.
Like a third of, like 10 million people live in Lima.
Mm-hmm.
Massive city.
Insane.
I don't know. They got everything, bro. Beach, mountains, desert,
Gym in the mall.
gym in the mall.
Yeah.
Gym in the mall.
Gym in the mall.
Gym in the mall.
with the view of the Pacific Ocean.
Hard.
Yeah.
That's
Super,
hard.
super
Yeah.
hard.
Is South America the best America?
I think so. Yeah.
I'm telling you, you guys.
I
You guys got.
no, I didn't even. I answered that pretty quickly.
You guys got a touchdown in Brazil and Argentina, man.
I know. We're trying to go to
Game changing.
We're trying to go to Carnival
Yeah.
in Brazil next year.
Yeah.
My boy's moving there in like November, and like his dad is like a Brazilian gold medalist.
That's hard.
Yeah.
So he's like, they're like kind of local celebrities out there. So we might pull
Need
up
the
on
Rio
him.
Rex. Let me know.
Yeah.
You been?
Brazil and
Yeah.
Argentina. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Which of the two did you prefer?
Brazil was younger, but I think I talked about it on here before. I was younger when I was probably like 9 or 10, like 2006, 2007, or whenever the fuck them. I would be 11 with that hella badass math. But I pulled up in a Ronaldinho jersey, and they treated me like a prince of the streets when I pulled up. They literally, it was like Lion King, like Simba by like Rafiki lifting up. Like I had like random ass fucking people on the beach, like in the Ronaldinho jersey. They're like, the chosen one. And like, put me up, and I was like, it's crazy. Like my dad, I'm like a child. Why are my parents letting this happen?
I can all picture your dad just be like, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, Dad, I don't know these people. But Argentina was cool. Argentina, I think I've said that to you guys before too. Argentina is the best steak in the world.
Yeah.
The best steak in the world.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It's definitely a good time to go. My parents were just out there, and they went back because they just went to Antarctica.
But they went to Chile first.
They went
right?
to Argentina and Chile. Yeah, Santiago touchdown. Then the cruise picked them up. Took them 4 days down. They were getting after it out there.
Yeah.
That was like a month ago, and like they were just like taking pictures with like hella like street vendors and like street performers. They like put like a little hat on my dad and a scarf around him. He's like ballet dancing with this lady like hella passionately in the middle of the street while my mom's recording. I'm like, seems kind of weird, but I was like, gee.
That was like, gee.
He's the one who sent all the pics. My mom was like thumbs downing him.
You saying something about Chile reminds me about one thing about Peru that I heard. So one of the friends that we met was telling me that Peru and Chile have a bit of a rivalry because they were all part of like the Incan Empire, like lots of history like back, but they always like go back and forth over who created what. And the most recent thing of conversation is who actually created Pisco. Like so
Pisco.
like, Pisco, yeah.
Yeah.
So like
This is a great
Pisco.
drink, by the way.
It's a great drink. It's Pisco. You can
Fantastic.
This
It's
is
a
not an
fantastic
ad.
drink.
This is not an ad.
Not
It's
ads.
that.
These are
Shit's
just our
just gas.
It's just gas.
You can't buy this in America. Like you can't. At least
We're the
try
only
not-
ones that have this in America.
Yeah, we're the only ones that have this.
Fuck
in
with
America.
us.
I don't know, but
Fuck with us, man. Yeah, fuck with us, man.
I mean,
Um,
don't fact check us. just take our word for it. Just take our
we're
word
the
for it.
only ones that have this shit in America right now. You know what I'm saying.
It's like
But-
you feel like it's like tequila.
I don't
and then,
know
like,
if that's accurate.
you feel like you just took a couple shots of tequila and then like chased it with a couple shots of Henny and then like a Red Bull at the same time. Like
Yeah.
it's G.
Yeah. But sorry, what were you gonna say? No, there's a little bit of back and forth between Peru and Chile as to who actually created Pisco. I guess they ultimately decided that Chile did it, but everyone that knows that it came from Peru. So Peru, on top of the food, people, and everything.
You might be starting a war right now.
Y'all
with that.
got, hey man, I'm rocking with Peru on this one. I'm rocking with Peru on this one. Y'all started Pisco. Hopefully y'all can send me some shit too.
With the country of Peru.
I am fucking with y'all, man. Come on.
Yeah, the government will be in touch for sure.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, bring that shit back.
We should just like repackage it and sell it here. It's G.
Yeah. Hey, cut that out. That's a business idea.
Wait, you were saying something earlier that I wanted to talk about when you were talking about like Western norms and stuff, and you said like, oh, like how a guy pays on like a date. Dude, I heard some shit last weekend. I was like, you know me, like when I go out,
You always hear some shit.
I'll be chilling, like I'll be doing my own thing, but like, I'll be listening. Like my ears are peeled. I'm not saying anything, but I'm just like cooling, listening. I heard this guy, and it's like douchey kid talking to like, it's clearly like right out of college, if not in college, and he was like, bro, I really took her out. I paid for the date and I didn't get any play after. And I was like, obviously that's her. I was like, what kind of metric is that? Like, what is your barometer there? It's like, oh, I paid for dinner, top. Like, but she's not fucking with it. But like, that's my thing. Like, are there expectations? Like, I heard that and I was like, the fuck is he talking about? But like, is that a thing? Like, are there expectations if you pay for it? Because if it was me, if I was a girl, I'd be finessing free dates, bro.
Yeah.
I'd be going out, be like, you know, like playing into it, you know, doing whatever. You know, if a guy's like really, really trying to shoot a shot, I'd be pulling up. We go to like the nicest dinner in the world. And like, you know that scene in like White Chicks where like Marlon Wayans is like a woman with Terry Crews on the date, and she's like, oh, then the salad for the lady, and she's like, I think not. And she orders like everything on the menu. That'd be me, bro. I do that all the time. Like, I'd go on dates and eat good. I'd get leftovers. I'd take them back. I'd bring them back to the crib for a week. Do y'all think there's norms for this shit?
Well, there are norms, right?
Rotisserie chicken.
It's not.
I'm fucking weak.
Just straight up go to grocery stores for it. What do you think, Rob?
Well, I mean, like from a guy's perspective, like I understand it can be like a little frustrating at times, right? If you're coming out of pocket and like you get nothing, right? It's like obvious frustration.
Maybe you just suck.
No,
not like you,
bro. I'm just saying in general, bro. Why are you coming at me like that?
No, I didn't say not.
But I'm
you.
saying, I'm saying like that's how guys are thinking, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not fair to have expectations on the woman. And if you're just like tripping about like a dinner, then it's like, bro, like maybe you shouldn't be dating, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, obviously, as a guy, it's our responsibility to have our bread in a certain place where, like, I mean, you can afford to do that.
Yeah.
And then, like, you're taking a chance, you know what I mean? And like the girl's taking a chance to come hang out with you, you know what I mean? You're a guy that she's may or may not
met.
know.
Yeah.
She just met. Like, you could kidnap her and like do whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, so she's taking a risk too. You're taking a risk financially, and that's just how it is, you know what I mean? And like, if you got no game,
if you were a
sucks
girl,
for you.
if you were a girl, would you be finessing though?
Yeah, of course.
Of course, absolutely.
Of course, absolutely. I mean, you got to use the tools at your disposal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the tools.
Shout out to all the independent women out there too, just paying, doing everything they want on their own. But nah, if it was me, I'd be out here ordering for like 3.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm like,
No, but then
I'd
like,
text the homies what they wanted.
but if you are a girl though, you got to be like a little respectful. You know, like unless
Or
you want-
whoever
unless
it
you
is
want
that's not paying.
Because
Yeah, whatever.
word gets around, right? Like you go out with some guy and then like you order like everything and like you don't eat anything and then you box it up to go home. Like word's gonna get out that you're a scumbag.
It's like Sally takes food home.
Yeah. Sally the scumbag.
Sally ordered.
She brought her own Tupperware.
She orders. She orders takeaway every time.
Sally scares. Yeah.
What about you, Juan? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just like it's not an expectation you can have
Exactly.
just to be like, yo, like I bought you like a steak or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just kind of crazy.
That's what I heard. I looked back and I was like, y'all are crazy.
Yeah.
What you think, Boozy?
I mean, like I don't like speaking for myself. I don't usually go out with like any type of expectation.
Yeah.
But like I would be remiss to say that like there aren't like a lot of guys who go out with expectation. Like there's a lot of people that go out and say, "Oh, I took her out to like the #1 restaurant and like we had an amazing experience and she didn't want to come home with me." Like it's weirdos, but there are a lot of weirdos out there.
Exactly.
So like yeah, me personally, nah, but like I can't speak for like a lot of them.
I feel like that happens a lot in like SF, you know what I mean? Like
For sure.
a lot
Yeah,
of rich
definitely.
dudes with money, like I don't know, get a chance to take like a hot girl out to dinner, and then it's like, oh, why didn't she like me just because
I have
took her
money.
to-
Because
I
she
took her
respects
to,
her.
like,
Because she
the best-
respects herself.
Yeah.
I took her to the best restaurant in the city. Like, why doesn't she like me?
Yeah.
Well, it's because you're a dork.
Fucking geek.
That's why.
You pulled up in your Patagonia
real-
fucking vest.
A real,
with, like, your
a real
company
player
logo.
could take that same girl to Applebee's. You know what I'm saying?
We're not doing this again. What we're not about to do is this again.
Hey man, real players take the
Flashback episode.
The Wendy's 4 for 4.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hey, but if you're bagging after Wendy's 4 for 4 on a first date,
Yeah, real G. Top G.
but not top G.
one of the top G's.
Well, that's crazy though. Well, shit. Anything else from Peru? What was your craziest thing that happened to you out there?
My craziest thing that happened in Peru? I don't know. Fuck, man. What do we do? I
Were
mean,
you gonna
those.
say something?
I would say Machu Picchu. I don't even think we've actually like touched on Machu Picchu.
Yeah,
we
No,
because Machu
shit, talking about
Picchu
it.
was your.
it was like
Your lifelong goal.
yeah, like
Yeah.
I've been wanting
Oh,
to go
that's
there
dope.
for a super long time. So for me, that would be it. But like I want to hear about you guys too.
Wait, no,
Well,
talk
like,
about that.
you-
Talk
you-
about that.
Talk about it.
So what about Machu Picchu? Did like, were you enamored with going into it? Like,
I mean, I
when
think
did it start? You know what I mean? Like,
I think it's just it's a beautiful place, and we actually ended up getting fantastic weather. It was pretty hot up there, but it was just perfect weather. You could see everything. There weren't really any clouds that looked like they were like blocking the view or
That's
whatever.
perfect.
And then mystique around the place just kind of adds to like this part of the experience where you pull up and you're just kind of like, damn, what the hell's happening? Am I going to see a UFO? Like, you know,
there was like a weird energy there.
yeah.
They gave us like this rock,
Yeah.
right? They gave us this rock to hold, and it was like a native rock to like the mountain.
It was
And
like
it
made
just-
out of vibranium.
No, it felt straight up like there was some like energy in here, bro. Like there was like voices coming out of it and shit. Like felt like weird in your hand. I don't know. It was
Like
crazy.
one of those fucking seashells that you like put to your ear and you can hear the ocean type
No,
shit.
this
There
was like
was-
some like magnetic, like
It just felt like some
Yeah.
magnetic
Some
compound.
vibranium shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some vibranium. Like I touched it and I was like, I am the Pink Panther. Oh wait, the Hey man,
Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun.
That's the wrong Cusco. That's the wrong. That's the wrong Cusco.
hey man, hey man, fuck.
No, I see what you're saying though.
You know what I'm saying, though, man?
Chadwick can go out for that,
Hey
man. That's
I'm not gonna lie, man. I can't do that shit before the game.
I have the Pink
That's the
Panther. It's
last time I smoked weed before an episode. But personally,
Wait, so Machu Picchu was like met your expectations, exceeded it?
I think exceeded it. Honestly,
That's dope.
having a really solid group of friends going there, we were just clowning around way too hard. We were like
taking pics.
taking two hot pics. Like I don't think anybody was posing like that, you know. It was just, but it was a fantastic experience. Boozy was holding it down with all the like, you know, trivia facts and stuff out there.
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was listening to every single trivia fact that dude was dropping while these two, and then Fleek were just like off wandering around, making all the other like foreigners, like the Germans and like the other people were getting hella mad at them. And like you were like, fucking Americans, fucking up everything, stepping over the boundary. But yeah, I was holding it down, like listening to all the history and shit.
I saw you get curved by a llama or an alpaca.
I was trying to feed it. It wasn't.
He was
fucking with-
not
It wouldn't
fucking
even
with
look
you.
at me.
We can't start. We can't. Animals just don't fuck with you, bro.
I know, bro. I really tried to like feed it, and, like stick my hand out with some grass.
You were hella smiling. I saw the video.
I was hella smiling.
I felt so bad.
bro. I was hella smiling. And the llama was just like, not even looking at me.
He was like, I saw you eat me fucking medium rare the other day.
That was my
smell it
dad.
How you eat meat medium rare.
Couldn't even cook my dad, bro. Fuck.
You left my dad on the plate.
Dad.
You didn't even bring him back.
Yeah, that was sad. He left me on the plate the other day.
Threw that shit away, man.
That's probably why I was fucking with you.
Crazy like alpaca experience for you, like going from like eating it medium rare, being super sad, not finishing the plate,
Yeah.
and then like getting curved by one at the. That's some omen shit.
They
too,
have
man.
to know.
That's some omens.
They have to know.
It's not meant for you.
Yeah, what goes around comes around, man.
I didn't realize like the extent of animals not fucking with you would like go to alpaca.
Yeah, and that's pretty fucking exotic, bro.
Yeah. You gotta see if like ostriches fuck with you.
I'm not trying to get kicked. Like an ostrich kick can kill a lion. Like I'm
Yeah,
not trying to
that's
get
true.
kicked by
They
an
was telling you
ostrich,
all kinds of trivia.
bro. But I do want to try ostrich egg. I do want to try.
I've tried ostrich meat.
really?
It's gas. Yeah,
Where'd
it's
you
gas.
try that at?
I tried no. There's a spot in Denver
Yeah.
near the
What?
Buckhorn in Denver.
Denver.
Is it Buckhorn?
Might be
Buckhorn is a
Buckhorn.
restaurant I went to that has some crazy ass
It's like
meats.
Does it have rattlesnake?
no,
Rattlesnake.
yeah, it's a hot dog place, and it was like an ostrich hot dog, and then I also tried like a rattlesnake hot dog. They're both gas.
Dude, I
You had a
tried.
rattlesnake hot dog.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What did
Bro,
you
that
try?
was
What did you
that
try?
probably would have tasted
Yeah.
better than the shit y'all gave me.
What did you try? What
I had a
did
small bite of something a few years ago with some friends in Denver at Buckhorn restaurant.
you- yeah.
They had this thing called Rocky Mountain oysters.
Yeah.
It's like a bull's testicles.
What's it called? Butthole Restaurant? What are you saying?
Buckhorn.
Buckhorn.
They have Rocky Mountain oysters, which is like fried bull testicles.
Before you knew what it was, what did you think about it?
Dude, it was awful. It was disgusting. Like it smelled so crazy, bro. I took like a tiny little piece, same thing as I did with the guinea pig.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. Like
Yeah, I had
almost a heart
frog
attack.
legs, not knowing they were frog legs, and I was like, "This shit is ass."
I thought frog legs
I
taste
heard-
like chicken.
Yeah, I heard it tastes good.
Nah,
That's what
I
I
didn't
heard.
fuck with it at all.
Really?
People eat anything, bro. There's like chicken feet you can eat.
I've had that.
Oh yeah,
It's
I
not
love that
bad.
shit.
Hey,
Chinese people love chicken feet.
Those bull
They be
balls
stepping
that
on
you ate-
everything.
Those bull balls that you ate could have used some Manscaped crop preserver.
That's true. Perfect time for a
Made it smell a lot better.
Yeah, B team 20% off.
Use code BTEAM at checkout for free shipping and 20% off. Go ahead and crop preserve your bull testicles today.
Yeah, I don't know. What is the craziest thing that you've ever eaten? Would you say it's the ostrich or the rattlesnake?
I say
Hot dog?
like guinea pigs up
Guinea
there.
pig,
We've
yeah.
had like scorpion.
what? It's
crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
How was it?
It's sad, bro. It's sad.
Really?
Yeah.
It tastes like what you would think a scorpion would taste like.
Yeah,
Poisonous?
It's sad.
It's just like
Spicy?
there's not like
Crunchy.
yeah, it's just crunchy, bruh.
You had it too?
Yes, I've had scorpion before in
Yeah,
Arizona.
it's really crunchy.
What?
Not like recently, but like years
I
ago.
know,
in
yeah,
Arizona,
Yeah. Oh, we didn't even talk about the Bull Fest, Toro Fest in Lima. It's like once a year thing.
Mm-hmm.
Once a year festival.
Let's close it out with that. Talk to us about it.
Yeah.
So there's a once a year festival in Lima called Toro Fest. It's like Bull Fest. And then like we're Americans, right? We're like, oh, Toro Fest, they're going to have bull fighting.
Yeah.
They going to have like there's a chicken on the flyer. We're like,
there's
oh,
gonna
they're
be
going to have
cockfighting.
cockfighting too.
Yeah.
Like we're hyped for this shit. We're
Yeah.
like, there's
Yeah.
nothing like this in America. And then like we're like pre-gaming it on the way there, like hella hyped. And then we get there and it's like family friendly little venue, like little food trucks and like
Yeah.
some like bull riding games and like big block like Jenga. And then they round up everyone. They're like, all right, time to go to the ring. Right? It was like this little,
It's hard.
little, like Coliseum or whatever.
Also kind of sketch, but
They're
Yeah.
lit-
Like
they're literally
Coliseum.
hurting us in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then
like
we
fucking cattle.
yes.
Yes.
So we all get to this little Coliseum and like we're sitting around and there's like this sand pit in the middle.
Yeah.
And like we're like, all right, this got to be where the bulls are. You know, like they're gonna bring out the bulls, they're gonna bring out the chickens, they're gonna fight right here. It's gonna be sick. And then they bring out like these these like two girls, and they sit them on these like boxes.
Yeah.
Wait, like humans?
Yeah,
Yes.
girls. So we come to week what?
What do you mean? Just based on the setup, bro?
not hens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they sit on these boxes, and then they just start drumming. They start drumming, and we're like, is this the bullfight?
Yeah, they like
And then
warming the
we're
bulls
like
up.
asking around. They're like, yeah, there's no bulls, bro. Like, there's no chickens either. Like, it's just these like little like.
It's just a function.
It's just literally
It's a function.
just a function. So they had like
I
this
was
like
kidding.
drumming competition. What else they have?
They had the drumming competition. They had like the traditional like dance competition.
Yeah, like the dance competition followed by like the little like zesty worm they were doing out there and stuff.
Oh yeah, they had like the Freaknik.
The Freaknik, the Freaknik.
Yeah, they're
The
just,
what?
They had like 5 couples come out from the stands and they just start like freaking on each other
Yeah.
for like a minute or two,
Oh, hell
and then
yeah.
the crowd just had to cheer for which one like was.
They
the
were
best
switching
one.
off too.
Yeah, they were switching off.
They were switching
Yeah.
off. It was crazy.
It was wild.
And then
were
they
like-
had like the 8 Mile rap battle.
Oh yeah, they had a rap battle.
Yeah.
They were just like
Local rappers were coming through and just like doing rap battles. Apparently that is the cockfight.
Yeah.
The rap battles were
They
the
were like
cockfight.
they were cocks fighing.
like not like no swinging helicopter, but like
I mean, well, yeah. Oh my god.
but like actually
I feel like that would have been mentioned.
yeah, no. The rappers were like the actual cockfight.
yeah. This shit was crazy though.
Yeah. They went pretty hard though at the rap.
Yeah, they did.
Without the rap,
At the rap, like their rapping was really good.
was it in English?
No, it was all Spanish.
How do you
Super
know it
hard
was good
though.
then?
I mean, the crowd
The
reaction.
crowd would be
Yeah.
like, "Whoa!" So then we were like, "Oh!"
Was Fleek actually understanding though? And he was like,
Yeah.
"Oh."
He said he could understand some of it, but like Fleek is Mexican and like Mexican Spanish
Yeah.
is different than like Peruvian Spanish, just like American English is different.
like
than,
slang and
Pre-
shit,
Yeah,
too,
exactly.
yeah.
So there were some things that he said he couldn't understand, but for the most part, he said he could.
Yeah, and then Toro Fest at the end, it was just like they had like a huge stage, so then everybody leaves the cockfighting ring, and then heads over to like the field. There's like this big ass stage, and like they had some group from like Colombia or they were like Bolivian group or something. They're performing and like they had DJs and they just went up for like
Hours.
After that, we were just
Just
sauced.
into a whole ass function.
Yeah.
It was,
Did y'all get in the ring?
We didn't get in the ring, but I rode like the mechanical bull that they had outside.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing.
I rate the
Yeah.
trip overall. Each of you 1 to 10. You have to hard cap it
Well-
at a number at 10.
I mean, I'll go first. I think it was a 10.
Yeah.
10?
That shit was probably
Yeah.
like the most fun trip I ever been on.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
10.
we talked about it the whole episode.
Yeah.
That shit was fucking lit.
10.
Igualmente.
I give it a solid 10.
Yeah.
At least those.
Easily the best trip I've ever been on in my life.
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard. Where to next?
Man, wherever the universe tells us to go, man.
Shit, drop it in the comments. If y'all have some ideas of like wherever you're listening from, if you're listening, if you got a crazy ass idea, let us know in the comments where we should travel to next. I'll make it happen.
That'd be lit.
That would be sick. Please.
That would be lit. If
Actually,
somebody
like a
actually,
full poll.
if someone's actually listening to this and like wants to have us, like we might pull up. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we actually might pull up on you.
They're like, yo,
We might
Bolivia's
pull up on you.
They're like, yo, Bolivia's popping.
I would pull up to Bolivia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to go to like Vietnam or like the Philippines or some shit,
Mm-hmm.
like one of the smaller Asian countries.
That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy. But shit, I'll pull up anywhere. Dubai,
Dubai will,
UAE,
Yeah,
Nigeria. I'll go anywhere. bro.
Dubai,
Dubai needs to be the trip.
Yeah.
Dubai would be a hard trip.
that'd be
Dubai
hard.
needs to be the trip.
I'll be up in the all white fit on a camel eating some fucking.
Dude,
We'll
flying
eat-
on
we'll eat
Emirates,
camel out
flying
yeah,
on
we
Em-
will eat camel.
flying on
camel.
Emirates, flying on Emirates, be crazy.
Have you been?
No,
No, you
but I
just-
want to. Yeah.
That'd be a hot look.
Hey, if any of y'all are watching us from Dubai,
First of all, how?
second of all, if anyone from Dubai is watching this shit and you want us to pull up on you, we will definitely pull up. Just draw something in the comments. You know, say something, slide in the DM. We'll definitely pull
Buy
up
our
on you.
tickets, and we'll be. We'll drop our Venmos in here too. If y'all want the Wominator out there, Wom will pull up with Dubai. We out.
I've been out there, bro. It's gas.
Really?
Were you not going to mention that at any point?
I mean, so I've been as a kid.
We're about
but
to
my-
wrap the episode. You've been to Dubai.
I mean, I've been there like at the point where you're a kid, go like, you know, traveling with your brown parents, and all you really do when you go to Dubai is like, they'll shop for gold, you'll eat curry, and like do other shit that's not that gas.
Yeah.
816, I was like, I'm gonna come back one day, and it's gonna be
Yeah.
a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I felt about Japan when I was there with my family. Well, like not the curry part, different curry, but popped out there, was popping as hell. But I was like, I remember thinking as a kid, I was like, it's gonna be so sick if I go back with like my homies when I'm older.
Bro,
Yeah,
every
definitely.
trip is so much better with your homies.
There's some
I mean,
like,
like-
there are some like good like family shit trips.
For sure.
Yeah,
For
absolutely.
And I don't take any of them
agree.
for granted
For sure.
that I've been on, but like definitely now looking back, I'm like, I got time, I got money. Let's start getting after it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Definitely.
Yeah, this is a PSA.
Even on a London ting.
Yes, bro. And literally anything. Like, I love traveling with my parents. Right, we're all grateful we travel with our parents
yeah.
if we have. But man, traveling with your friends is different, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's different.
It is completely different. I recommend it to anybody. It's just life changing being out there. You
It
and your
is.
homies versus the world. You know what I mean?
It
Like,
is
Yeah.
you and your homies versus the world. Absolutely.
Well, with that, and y'all good? Anything y'all want to leave them with?
I'm wait, is shit over?
Yeah, we're pretty much at time.
I guess, man, go travel with your homies, man.
Yeah.
Like
Travel with your homies. Flood it up in the comments if there's anything in particular. Even if y'all have just been, you're from America, but you have recommendations. Even if you've heard something, drop it in the comments. Let us know. Smash that like button. What they got to do is the subscribe button, Rob.
I mean, you gotta smash that shit too.
yeah. Smash it
Did
all,
you say
man.
smash?
I did say smash.
Oh, you gotta smack that subscribe button.
Okay.
Smack it.
Yeah, and then what they gotta do?
No
the,
Akon.
is there another button?
Wom, what they got to do? The bells button for notifications.
Oh.
Say some shit, bro.
Like ring it.
Hey, ring that bell.
Ring that.
Honestly,
bell.
kind of hard.
Go
Yeah.
ahead and sign up for notifications, man.
Yeah. Let us know anything y'all want us to talk about moving forward. But we're happy to be back. We'll keep these rolling. We'll see y'all again next week. Have a good one.
Yes,
Cool.
sir. Peace.
Thanks.